Hey guys, and welcome to Day-to-Day Scott, where I bring daily content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. And the way I do that is I literally show you my learnings from each day. So as an entrepreneur yourself, you'll know that we learn so much each day, or just someone who's hungry for growth. We learn, because that's how we progress, and that's how we progress our companies, how we make more money, and so much more. So that's what I do. The way I do that is I literally just communicate what I learn from each day. The way I do that is through these videos on YouTube. Through these videos, I'll communicate exactly what I've learned each day, what I've learned from my mentors, what I've learned from whether I've read a blog or whether I've had a conversation with someone. You learn from so many different mediums that there's usually so many different communications that'll come into my learning, and then what I do is curate it into content that'll be valuable to you. That allows us to do two things. It allows me to learn, it allows you to learn. I am able to reconfirm my knowledge, as well as have those light bulb moments, which you'll see on these videos, and also you get to learn from what I've learned, so you don't need to make my failures as well. Obviously we're going to make lots of failures going into business, but I'm going to be here to try and minimize those failures. But at the end of the day, failure is fantastic because it means you're learning. You're not learning if you're not failing. So let's get on with the video. This is the second video of 2018. So again, the lighting isn't 100%, the video is a bit slow, so I do apologize about that, but hopefully we're all good. So let's get on. So I'm going to throw the intro and we'll get into the video. Hey guys, and welcome back. So I do apologize if the video is a bit slow, the lighting's off. I literally cannot find my bulbs, so I found everything. I put everything away before Christmas, and I just can't find everything. I've looked everywhere for these two bulbs for the lights, and I just cannot find them. So I'm gonna have to purchase some new ones or just look again, but I've honestly looked everywhere. It's just ridiculous. But hey ho, we move on. So the videos aren't going to be 100% quality that I would like, but we're going to move on because, again, remember my video, 7 reasons why not to be perfect. Perfection is not what we want. We want to just keep going, grinding, and make those good habits. So that's what I shall do. So Tuesday, it's a digital marketing video. Again, as this is my second time doing a video in 2018, I was very like, oh, I can't be asked to do a video. Again, this hasn't become a habit yet, but I'm going to grind, I'm going to push it, and you're going to watch me make it a habit. So it was really difficult to make myself do this video, but it's okay, we're doing it now. And I do love doing it. It's not that I don't love doing it, it's just after a long day of work, it's very hard to commit yourself to put 2 hours to making a video, putting it all on social media and everything. It's a 2-hour process, believe it or not, which I will show you that process maybe in this video. So this video is about my personal branding strategy for 2018. Now I know I spoke a lot about personal branding, but I thought if I'm gonna just rehash it, I think it's best to do it once in January, because this is the time that you want to really understand personal branding so you can master it for 2018. Now I've done 2 or 3 videos, one being a very big video, a full presentation that I did live at the Manchester Entrepreneurs, and that was on personal branding. So I really strongly recommend you go watch them, as well as it'll complement what I'm going to say today. We've gone on like a nice path. I've really gone and dived into everything on my presentation. Then I went really deep into some bits in another video. Then I did another video of just cutting all the rubbish and being really straight talking about personal branding and how you're going to win in 2018. And now this is my strategy. So it's been a nice path of development. So I really strongly recommend you go watch them, because it really will help you with your personal branding. So I'm literally going to give you my strategy. I had all this in my head and I've been talking to people, but I actually thought I'll put it down on a piece of paper so then I can structure it and communicate it to you. And it's good for me as well, because then it kind of lets me see it on paper exactly what my strategy is. So it's quite interesting actually, because I didn't realize I had such such a structured strategy to 2018. I was kind of communicating to certain people and organizing things to make sure all these things were going to happen at some point. But I just, after actually writing it down, it's quite nice to see how I had all this ready. It's just, but when you structure it, it really does show you how it's I am ready to really smash 2018 in personal brand. So it was quite nice to see that. Anyway, let's start. So I've put it into 4 stages for you so it can make sense. So my stage 1 is I've called it content. Content. By the way, I'll give you all my takeaways at the end, and that's what your learning should be from this. But right now I'm going to go through what I'm going to do this year in 4 stages, and 100% take this away, apply it exactly the same if you want. Please do. I want you to absolutely smash your personal brand, or take little bits that you like and implement them, absolutely. But I'll give you some general takeaways that you should take from this, that are learnings that everyone can take from this. So my stage 1 is content. I call it content because content is king, or video is king, whatever you call it. Content. That is my stage 1, is just to overload content. So as you know, I do 6 days a week on blog, and I'm aim to maintain that. So I will be doing that except for Sunday. So 6 days a week I will be doing a blog as usual. Tuesday digital marketing, every other day. Bar Sunday, just my learning from that day, and every other Saturday I'll be doing an interview. So that's my stage 1, is just to get my content going again and really getting it on all social media all my social media profiles, and really promote it heavily. I also, on the content side of things, I'm going to be doing all my own quotes and my own tips, I'm going to make like a sort of nice graphic and get that all again scheduled over all my social media profiles. Now this is an interesting one. I'm sure that sounds very simple, but it's actually quite a big learning curve for me there, because I actually spent hours and hours getting loads of quotes from lots of different influencers that I follow, with lots of fun graphics, ready to schedule for the whole of 2018. Like, I built up loads of tweets and posts. But then I listened to a podcast about personal branding. I believe it's Steve Bartlett, and he said, and I think Gary Vee said this as well. He said that, he did. He said the complete opposite to that. It was quite funny because they both said in the talks very similarly. They said where people go wrong with personal brand is they're too busy sharing other people's quotes, other people's achievements, other people's tips and tricks. It's all about personal. Where in the word is personal is other. So, and I really preached that in my last personal branding video. So I've had to go back. It's a bit annoying because I spent so long doing it, but basically I've still got all the content in there, but I've scrapping it. Is not going to schedule that out, and I'm going to make all my own quotes and have that scheduled. So, and it'll be nice because it'll break up my videos on Twitter as well, on Facebook and all that. So that's good, because then that's building my personal brand, and I get to put my name on it. So if people share it, they'll know it's from me, which is great. Another one which I'm already doing, but I want to even improve it even more, is support people non-stop in my networks. So I run a lot of events, and from doing that I network a lot, and a big part of improving the events and getting more people to the events, and a big part of helping that brand be successful, is just really supporting my networks, like really going above and beyond. Now I don't mean like literally just giving them a few tips on the night. I mean messaging them after, see how they're getting on, and really caring about what they're doing, really caring about what help they need, and connecting them with people. So if they need an app design, I go find them app design, a really good app design, give them it. And that's really, it's so powerful. I could spend an hour doing that, and you might think that's an hour of your time. It probably won't take me an hour, it'll probably take me about 20 minutes, half an hour. But that relationship that I could build could be invaluable, and he could tell someone, or she could tell someone who could tell someone, that could be very valuable to me in the future. So it's not just to help this brand improve their events and help push this the events forward, but it also hugely helps my personal brand with getting me known within the Manchester area and the other areas I carry out events and help network. So really just going above and beyond, and I am doing that from doing one-to-one free one-to-one mentoring sessions. I'm meeting up with people, having coffees and going into I'm going into business with people, with clients, helping client work, doing free work and consultancy for people. Like, I'm really going all in with helping my networks, because I really feel that's huge with building your personal brand. And you got to remember, guys, personal brand is offline as well as online. I think a lot of people, even though I think it's obvious, I think a lot of people kind of forget that sometimes. You have to understand personal brand isn't just an online game. I feel like it can be communicated like that, but it's always it's offline as well. So understand that it's not just online. So that's my stage 1. I'm pretty much doing all that at the moment, but I just want to improve it even more. The quotes I haven't done yet. I'm going to do that, probably get that done by the end of this week. So it's basically get my blogs going, get my own content of quotes and tips out, and support my networks even more. Is my stage 1. My stage 2, I've called it relationships. And that's so more interviews, to do more interviews, better interviews, just bigger people, just really people that can bring serious value to both me and my networks. Collaborations, which I am in talks with some people now to do collaborations, both on YouTube and in other platforms, but YouTube mainly, to do collaborations. And as well as collaborations, I want to promote my content on other articles. So again, I'm all in the works of these 3 things. So you understand why I call it the relationship stage, is it's about getting more people in my network. So the collaborations, working and helping. Again, I'm going to have to do something for them to convince a bigger channel to help me out, and more interviews. I'm going to have to push myself in my networks and get people on my channel to again collaborate and push myself out to their networks. So it's all about relationships and promoting my content on other articles. So I really want to get my content. I want to start circulating my content now. Absolutely, I'm going to keep pushing that content out, but I want to start circulating it onto lots of different articles. I would love to get it on stuff like Forbes, Entrepreneur, like TechCrunch. Obviously, those are the big ones, and they're the ones that everyone wants, but you never know. I know by then, sometime in 2018, my blogs will be on one of those channels for sure. I'm in talks again with someone to help me get that done, so that should hopefully happen in the next few months. So that's really stage 2 of my personal brand, is basically getting more involved with other channels, with other articles, with other bigger promotional avenues. Basically, is making relationships with them and promoting my content on there. Now that's going to do a lot of things. It's going to give me great relationships. 2, it's going to add huge credibility to my content. 3, it's going to increase my following. It's going to increase my power ranking, as I like to call it. So that's really good. And with the backup of stage 1 of just pure content constantly out, it's just going to further strengthen that stage 2. So that's why I love those 2 stages. My stage 3, I call it circulating content. So that's when I'm really going to start pushing out my content in more offline. And that's, I want to go even further with supporting my network. So I want to just do even more. So I do quite a bit now, but I want to do more. I want to get involved in their business. I want to commit a full day to people and go down to their offices and just literally just work with them. I really want to push that. I feel it's so important. 1, I get a great feeling from doing it. 2, it helps hugely with my personal brand and getting in conversations with people they may know. And 3, I learn from it. There's just so many good things from it. I can gain so much. And when you've given so much to someone and you've cared so much and not expected a single thing back, they're so thankful that they just go above and beyond back. And that's what's so important. They might not necessarily be your skill set. They might not necessarily be in your industry. But I bet you, if you've really gone above and beyond and helped them with your skill set, they will pay you back in something, in even if it's just admin work. I don't know, but honestly, think about, I know there's some admin work that I would love to get done. It's always on my list that I would love to be done. It's just an idea, you know what I mean? Like, making that connection with people and really going above and beyond, I really think that is going to help people with personal brand. And I think it's one of the unique parts of why my personal brand is improving and developing so quickly, and why I'm starting to get known for having a great personal brand. It's definitely not to the level of Peter Voog or Stephen Bartlett, but I'm definitely on my way there. And I think a huge part of that, I honestly believe, is because I just go above and beyond to helping people in my networks, and I don't expect a single thing back. And I genuinely don't. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. Like, I honestly don't. When you start doing it, I think you'll realize the feeling, the nice feeling you get from helping people. It is really nice. So I honestly just enjoy it, and I never expect anything back. And the more you do and not expect things back, you get everything. You just get everything you want. So, and I've literally gained so many opportunities that have skyrocketed my agency into 2018, absolutely. And you'll see those clients in the next few months, which I'll talk more about. Another part of circulating content is running my own events, and I've spoken about this a lot, and I'm in conversation with my friend who I want to get involved in my events as well, because I want to run one a month, and I want to get other experts, because I'm an expert in a few things in digital marketing, but I'm not an expert in everything in digital marketing. So I'm going to get a friend who's an expert in a few other things and get him, as it'll be an all-round digital marketing event. I think that'll be so good fun. I'm close to getting the venue sorted, so that could be sooner rather than later. I think we'll have the event up and running middle of February and going. So I mean, I'd be ready to go tomorrow. So it's just getting the venue, getting the time right, and getting people in there and everything. So yeah, running my own events and running events with friends who I'm going to go into business with a few clients. And another one is just bigger collaborations. I guess it kind of ties to the events, and going for bigger channels on YouTube, going for the big articles like Forbes and TechCrunch and Entrepreneur, going for bigger events. So from an event of 30 people now going for an event of like 100 people, and just collaborating with bigger companies, getting bigger clients, is going to really, again, improve my credibility, build my brand awareness, my personal brand awareness, both online and offline. I would say this is more of an offline thing. Well, it looks more offline stage 3, but really it will easily be communicated online as well, because of just people, the word of mouth of just being so happy with the results they're going to get, and just me just going above and beyond, giving people support. They're obviously going to shout about it on social media, and I'm going to get reviews from people, which is another part of my stage, which I didn't mention on stage 1, is I'm getting reviews from all these people that I'm helping, and then that obviously again adds my credibility of my personal brand on Facebook when I have 10-20 reviews of 5-star reviews with all these descriptions of how I've helped them and changed their business. So again, that's a big part of me improving my personal brand for 2018. So you see these 3 stages. It's just nothing but content, relationships, and just promoting, and it's just working together. It's just content, building relationships, helping each other, helping people, and just promoting content. So it's just all giving. I've not asked for anything in that. All those 3 stages is giving. Like, I've not asked for any. I don't make any money on any of that. I don't make any money on that. I'm just giving all my knowledge for free. I'm giving everything away for free, because that's what's going to build your personal brand, is when you honestly care. Is a great quote by Gary Vee, is I've misread it that. There's no better ROI than just giving a fuck. Okay, and what that's trying to say is no better return on investment than just caring. Too many people are oh, I'm so sorry, I sneezed. Too many people too many brands, both personal brands and companies, they just promote to sell, just promote. Absolutely, everyone wants to sell, but they're just too quick for the sell. They're too quick for the sell. They're just, oh, here's a bit of promotion. Oh, there's some content. Right, sell. Here's comes some content. You've got to content, and then drop the sell. It's like an 80-20 Pareto's law. So just giving a fuck, and those 3 stages is just completely caring and loving and just giving that content out. So this is where I go into my stage 4, and you'll find, if you know Gary Vee, and I haven't read this book, I've only just realised this when I looked at that quote, is it does resemble these stage 4s, very similar to his book Jab, 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 Right Hook, because stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 is all content and helping, then the right hook is the sell. So it's interesting that I've actually, without even realizing that I've resembled that, it's quite interesting. I think that shows that I have a good knowledge of how marketing is run, the whole content to sale side of things, because I've never read that book. I've heard that saying a few times, but I've honestly never read it, and I didn't even know what it meant until like a week ago as well. I honestly didn't even know what it meant. I've just always known he said it, so it's quite interesting that I've naturally done that. So my stage 4 is what you've probably guessed. It's the sell. Now, I'm not that hurried to do this. I just know that I can do this, but I'm not hurried to do this. I don't really have a clear plan of how that's going to work yet. General ideas is sort of setting. I know I definitely want to make a personal website. I know I definitely want to do that, so I know that'll be part of stage 4. So just like make a WordPress website or something, and basically it'd be about me. It'd be my personal profile. I'll have my YouTube videos on there. I'll get all my videos transcribed to blogs and have podcasts. It's something I've been wanting to do for ages. I just know I'm not going to get the time to. I don't think it's the right time to do it right now, because it's just I don't think I'm known well enough yet for there to be any point of that platform, but I think mid 2018 it'd make a lot more sense. So that's when I'm going to make a platform, and on that I can then, and when I do events, I can sell sort of obviously my digital marketing skills, to get clients, absolutely get clients and that side of things, and more the personal side of things outside of my digital marketing skills. It'll be the one-to-one mentoring, and I might even go as far as maybe doing some courses. Absolutely, I don't see why not. I can definitely do some really some digital marketing courses. Again, I haven't massively thought about it, but I guess that's the sort of things you do sell when it comes to selling yourself is courses, one-to-ones, ebooks. I'm not going to make a book. I'm sure in 50 years time I'll write a book, but I'm not going to write a book. I don't think I have the experience or knowledge to write a book right now, but absolutely I think one-to-one mentoring, some sort of basic digital marketing courses, and just obviously getting clients for my agency is where the sale's going to come from. And that I can only do that successfully if the other 3 stages are met. And you have to understand that is really, like, honestly, like, those, every stage has to be hit 110%, because like I said before, too many people are too hurried to the sale. And it's, if you're too hurried to the sale and you just don't care as much about putting that content out and pushing, doing those extra hours, like me putting 2 hours into this every day after work to put that content out, then people are going to see straight through it. They're going to see through it. You're going to think you're being smart, trying to just, oh, here's some content, right, get me the sale. You just ain't going to get the sale. And you might get a few sales for sure, but at the end of the day, you're playing you're playing, what's the word? The short-term game. There we go, that's what I was trying to say. The short-term game, not the long-term game. It's just short-term wins, and we don't want short-term wins. We want long-term wins, and this is what that 4 stages is going to be. That's going to be a killer personal brand for 2018, and it's the long-term game, because I'm building that credibility. I'm building those relationships. I'm earning people's respect, and I'm showing that I do care, and I will continuously put out loads and loads of content of quality that can support people in my networks, and I will still put out free support no matter what, and that will always maintain that return on investment of I do give a fuck, I do care. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. It's just in regards to just to be consistent with the quote of Gary Vee. But yeah, Right, I'm back. Sorry, the dog wouldn't shut up. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up now to takeaways because I was gonna show you how I did my video and how I managed the 2 hours and what I do, just so you can do it yourself. But I just think the video is gonna be too long, so I will do that. Don't worry. But maybe I'll just make one video of how I do these videos and how I manage my time and how I promote and blah blah blah. Anyway, let's make that another video. So the takeaways. So obviously you've got some general takeaways already, because please do, if you find any of that useful, please do take away all those ideas. By God, implement the whole thing. I would love to see you killing it in 2018 with a personal brand. I would absolutely love it. I would not be unhappy in the slightest. And again, if you want any support on this, please do DM me or comment below, whatever it is. Please do comment out, because I'd love to help you. As I said in my stages, I am there to help. But my takeaways, general takeaways, obviously you got those over takeaways, but the general takeaway from each stage is push tons and tons of your own content out. I mean tons. You need to overindulge people with your content. A thing I do want to mention though is maintain quality. Yes, 100% maintain quality. So don't just push out content if you're not going to maintain that quality. That's very important. Because otherwise you're just going to damage your credibility. So absolutely 110% maintain your quality, but push out as much content as possible. Do not be scared to push out content every day. Do not be scared to push out it 2 times a day, 3 times a day. Like, just push content out. You just need to be a content overload, because it truly shows to people that you care. It truly shows to people that you know what you're talking about. It's fantastic when people can come onto your site, your YouTube channel, your social platform, whatever it is, and see mountains of content. It just shows that you've been really putting the effort in and you really know your craft, and they're going to be much more likely to follow you and engage with your content because you're continuously promoting, rather than them having to wait for a week every time, or a month, whatever it is. So just content overload is my first takeaway from the first stage. And the next one is caring, giving a fuck. It's just really care. Like, I just see too many people like absolutely, like, they promote, which I was going to do, promote other people's quotes, other people's achievements, and they promote all this Gucci life, this proper high flying life, and it's just absolute crap. Like, it's just not their life at all. And when you meet them as a person, they just don't care. Like, that all they do is care about themselves. Sadly, I've met some events and they're all about themselves. So they won't be successful with personal brand. They will look it online, but do not. The biggest failure you can make when it comes to personal brand is comparing yourself. And that's with a lot of things. Never compare yourself to people. Don't compare your success to someone else's as a failure. Never compare yourself. 100% be inspired, absolutely. Learn, absolutely. But do not compare your achievements. Do not compare the way you do things based on someone else, because you're just going to fail if you're constantly comparing against other people, because some people are in different leagues and you're not trying to be them. You're always trying to come back to the personal. It's always about personal. It's nothing about anyone else. It's about you. So honestly care and help people. Really go above and beyond with helping people and really put time into it. The more you care, the more return on investment you're going to get. And again, I think I've really shown that in my earlier stages of my strategy. And my next one for stage 3 is put yourself out there. Just be confident. At the end of the day, if you're not confident in yourself, no one else will be. It's so true. You have to be confident in yourself, and it's something I really struggled with at the start of business, and it's something that is really difficult at the start. But you have to be confident. Like, you can't get away from business without confidence. And it's not to mean you have to be the confident one at school. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that you have to be confident in your abilities. It doesn't mean you have to be cocky. It just means you have to believe in what you do, believe that you can get results, and understand that you can, and exude that, because at the end of the day, people are going to see what they see, so you have to be able to exude it. You could be a friggin' genius, but if you're some like really shivering, unconfident person in front of clients, they're just not going to like it. They're going to be so unconfident and so uncomfortable to work with you, because they're not going to feel comfortable. So you have to be confident in yourself. So I'm leaning into the video. You have to be really confident in yourself, because that's going to help you push yourself, and that's going to help me do my events, because unconfident people will not do events, because you got to speak in front of lots of people about topics that they'll know a lot about. So you'll get some really direct, very expert questions which you have to be ready to answer, and it can be tense. Even when you do know, it is tense. So you have to just put yourself out there. That's number one for stage 3 is confidence. Put yourself out there. And the stage 4 is, well, that isn't really a takeaway. I don't know why I've written that, but it is. That's where you're going to get your monetary gains from this. And again, like I said at the start, I honestly don't care about my monetary gains when it comes to my personal brand. I just really enjoy doing these videos. I really enjoy putting my content out there. I really love when people just comment and like content that I've personally done, that I've personally put time into, that I put a quote out, that's the one I've actually made, and someone's like liked it, or like they've understood it, and they've like said, yeah, absolutely 100%. Like that for me is everything. Like it sounds a bit sad, and you probably think, that's rubbish, but believe it or not, it works for me. So I like that. But obviously money is fun. Money just buys lots of things. So the stage 4 is where you're going to make your monetary gains. So absolutely, I will. Obviously, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to take advantage of that, but I will never stop the free content. And I think you have to understand that when you get that's the bigger takeaway for stage 4 is, yes, that's when you're going to get more your monetary gains, because you're going to sell your courses, you're going to start making your one-to-ones, charging, and so on. But you have to understand that the early stages have to maintain. You have to still maintain that free content. You have to still maintain those free events, some of those free one-to-ones, like staying after events and just giving continuous one-to-ones and not expecting charge. You have to still give it. I go back to Pareto's law, 80-20. I say 80% free content, 20% paid. And again, that might sound counterproductive. Say, hey Scott, you're screwing yourself. No, because the 80% gets you that 20%. Will get you that 20% paid, and it won't just get you that 20% paid, but that 20% paid will be much more. Have much more demand. Therefore, the price of it will be incredibly high compared to normal. Because of the 80% of caring, of giving a fuck, and just pushing out non-stop content will allow you to really increase the prices of that 20%. So that's where it really does make sense, and I think that'll make sense if you're thinking that way. That should make sense to you, because I know it's a bit difficult for me to understand that. So I hope that was a good video. Again, I think that was really long. But yeah, I'm getting back into these videos, so it's a bit of a difficult one. I know I want to get them to 10 minutes. It's definitely not 10 minutes. I think it's like 30 minutes or something. Let's check. Yes, 33 minutes. So, which is ridiculous, but I know it's because I've rambled, so I apologise. But I really do appreciate if you've stayed on. And please do comment below question if you've got any question. Comment below if you've got any questions. DM me, whatever you feel more comfortable with. But yeah, that is my 2 cents on personal branding. That is my strategy. Take it away. Use it in any way you would like. It's completely up to you. And please do, if you have any questions, do let me know. Comment them down below, as well as any feedback on this video would be great. Oh god, I'm burping and everything. So please do follow me on all social media. YouTube, where you are now, that's at Scott Mears. Twitter, at Scott Mears_, and Facebook, at Scott Mears Entrepreneur. As always, it was an absolute pleasure, guys. I'm a marketing genius. I hope you didn't forget that top. I'm a marketing genius. It was an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you tomorrow at the next one at a better time. I apologise, I'm getting into this again. But this was Day to Day Scott. Have a lovely day, and I will see you later.
Bye.